Hello, and welcome to VCTV. My name is Jennifer Root. I am the Director of Outreach and Development, and we are here today with Dan Fauchier from A Ship in the Woods. Hi, Dan. How are you today?
How you doing, Jen? Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So we are here today with A Ship in the Woods to hear about, and here we are, ta-da, in the jungle oasis.
It's all here.
Yes. So you have a show coming up on
Yes,
Friday,
yes.
and it is called Wake.
Wake.
So I would love to talk a little bit about that show and hear what it's all about. So tell us a bit what we have on the horizon here for Friday.
As you may know by now, Friday is St. Patrick's Day. And so having a show on St. Patrick's Day, you have to kind of follow a theme. Instead of it being just a kind of a crazy drinking orgy, instead it'll be art and science and yes, a little bit of alcohol, but a lot of music and a lot of experimentation. And we've got about 24 artists, a variety of media. We're collaborating with scientists like Gabe Miller, who's a senior researcher at the San Diego Zoo. Stuart Anstis, who's an internationally known vision neuroscientist who does a lot of things in optical illusions. So that'll be with us. We're collaborating with Code Kitchen and some of the team members of Fab Lab. And they come to us with interdisciplinary thinking of mechanics and producing and neuroscience and a variety, a collage of different disciplines. Sound artist Greg Smaller, whom I know you know from the Rhodopsin soundtrack, will take live sound from the stream, which we have right here below us, to create an oral experience that is very unique. A lot of good things like that.
Yeah, well, we're very excited to see this show coming to San Diego, and we're very excited to see this type of collaboration coming together. There will also be musical performances, I hear, and you have two, I know of Juju, and you have Kid 606 coming, so
Right.
Tell us about these musical experiences that are coming.
Well, I mean, we don't want to give it away. If you know Juju, or you can look them up on YouTube, it's XIU. It's a band out of Los Angeles. Two people who make an amazing amount of sound and are really going to fit into the series and the setting really well. The other Kid 606, I'm not going to tell you anything about them. They're crazy. They're wonderful. People are going to love them. If you don't know them yet, you'll love them once you leave. And the great thing about what we do here is that in terms of finding talent like this, we know a lot of people in the music community, both locally and throughout California, and frankly, all the way back to the Midwest and back east. So a lot of our performers are either people that we know, or that that R.J. Brooks knows, that Leanne Mueller knows. Bernie Brooks is our music blogger back in Detroit, is well connected with a lot of bands in the Midwest and throughout the country. Ty Velasquez is well connected here locally. So a lot of talent comes into identifying potential artists, and then a lot of artists come to us. They see us on Facebook or Instagram, or they hear something on our music blog, and so they approach us. The problem is we've got too much talent. We don't do that many events. What we do them pretty well, and as a consequence, we have to select musicians that are right for the theme of the particular event. So we got a lot of folks in the wings ready to come in.
Right. Well, that's great. Well, you talk about theme, so let's talk about the theme of this upcoming event. So it is actually going to be a wake.
It is a wake. It's an Irish wake, but with a twist. There's a fascinating piece that the Museum of Contemporary Art in San Diego is loaning us that I can't tell you much about it, but it's the size of a coffin, and yet it looks like an igloo cooler. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's a magnificent piece, and they were very kind to loan it to us. We've got a number of pieces like that throughout. We've got VR from Kate Parsons. We've got video projections by Gareth Walsh. Let's see, Marison Renton has created a new piece with her series. It's an entire wall that's tufted in velvet, and it illuminates toward a tunnel. And so you're able to sit there and over a minute or two begin to have the effect of going into a tunnel, just sitting in front of this remarkable velvet wall. In the forest out here, we'll have Chris Shahaki with circular dimensions. He's collaborating with two scientists exploring microscopic elements that are unique to the ship flora and fauna, and combining that with images that illuminate drought, the desert that's all around us. It's really quite a production.
So climate change is real, and we'll be learning about that in the show as well. And we'll also be learning about the political and some of the legislative changes that are happening too, and that'll be immersed in the show as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we don't do politics, but there's a lot of artists and patrons who come here who like to exchange ideas and have lively conversations. And the great thing about this group and this venue is that people come from age 2 to age 82. They walk the grounds, they talk to each other. It's a very relaxed event, and people with very different opinions and backgrounds exchange ideas in a very friendly way.
That's wonderful. So it really is a place for collaboration, and SHIP is known as being a vessel for cultural capital. So people of all ages are coming together, sharing ideas, yes, sharing art, sharing music. And on the music note, pun intended, yes, you have a studio, yes, that you are working on currently, and that will be ready on Friday. So tell us a little bit about how the idea of the studio started and what we can expect from that.
Musicians love recording, obviously. We had initially built a stage for our production when the Mekons came, and on that stage it was built by a generous contractor locally, and on that it was designed so that we could add to it a recording studio experimentally on top of it. We have some grand plans for something big and beautiful, an additional studio building, but we wanted to be able to, for a few dollars, test out all the different ways that you can make a recording studio really work for you, all the different recording techniques and building techniques and soundproofing techniques. And so we're doing that now. It's not finished. It'll be still a stage for this show, but you can see how far along we've come. We're ready to finish the interior and build the drawbridge. And I won't say more than that. You'll see it when you get here.
So Ship in the Woods is a place for people of all ages to come together to collaborate, from arts to science to music, always working on new projects, bringing people together in the name of art, in the name of science, and in the name of culture. So come check out the show this Friday, Wake at A Ship in the Woods in Escondido. And the show goes from 6 until 10. And the address here is?
Come to Facilitator Park and park there, and you'll walk right in.
Perfect. So park at Facilitator Park and come check out the show, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you so much for being with us today.